We're going to try a new one today. So we're going to start with muscles that move your hands. And this will be a fairly short video to go through. We're going to go through a little bit of the hands and then your abdominal muscles. So movements of the hand are caused by muscles that originate all the way up to your humerus and then the radius and ulna. So technically, have you heard that you don't have muscles in your hands? That your hands have no muscles?
That is false.
It is. Most of it is, however, most of the movement in your hands is caused by muscles in your forearm. And then they just have tendons that hook to your hand. So flexors are going to be on the anterior side, and we did look at some of these already. So flexor carpi radialis, look at your diagram, thumb side, radialis thumb side. Flexor carpi ulnaris is going to be on the pinky side. Palmaris longus is a long muscle in between there. And then flexor digitorum profundus is a shorter muscle. Extender, so extending, it's going to be on the posterior side, the top side of your arm. Excuse me. Extensor carpi radialis. There again, look for your thumb, look for your pinky. Extensor carpi radialis. Extensor carpi radialis brevis is actually a little bit closer to the side. Extensor carpi ulnaris, and then the extensor digitorum. Extens, that's the one that has all those tendons at the bottom. So picture here, very much like the one that we already, is this identical to the one?
So.
I think it's pretty much the same.
Oh yeah.
It is.
So brachioradialis is the larger one. That's the largest muscle. I talk about key muscles defined when you label. Brachioradialis is a large muscle. Next to that, flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, and then your flexor carpi ulnaris.
The next one is the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same, so I've kind of showed you these already. Flexor is on the outside because that's going to extend. This is my flexing muscle. It's still over here. And then right next to that, now on the other side, is my extensor carpi ulnaris. So those two muscles sit side by side on your arm. The long muscle is the extensor digitorum that has these tendons that move into your hand to help move your digits. Extensor carpi radialis, the long muscle is the larger one. Carpi brevis, radialis brevis is shorter and it sits a little bit underneath. And there's the table for you. Abdominal wall, we looked at a picture, a little bit more of description about it. This group connects to your rib cage, connects to your pelvic girdle, a tough band of connective tissue, that linea alba. Linea alba means white line. So basically, if you look at your cadaver dissection tool, you can see that. When we dissect cats, you can see it. It's a connective tissue line that runs right down the center of your abs. And it extends from the xiphoid process of your sternum all the way down to the symphysis pubis in your pelvic girdle. And it's basically an attachment for your muscles, to your abdominal muscles to attach to. And the four main muscles, and these you do need to know all of. So external obliques, then internal, transverse, straight sideways, rectus runs up and down. And there they are, same picture. Rectus up and down. External, sideways, downward angle. Internal obliques, kind of more of an upward angle. Transverse, side to side. So those four you definitely need to know. And then you can see that linea alba that runs from your xiphoid process all the way down to the bone, the pubis symphysis at the bottom. There's the table for your abs. And that's where we're going to stop. Pelvic floor, when we do get to this area, I'll have a couple of questions, but I won't have a ton of questions over the pelvic area, so we'll stop here and go there next time.